Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I'm excited to see you all popping into the webinar. I am currently located in Portland, Maine, and it is starting to get sunny out. So I'm wondering where all of you are from. If you could drop it in the chat, I'd love to see where some of you are joining from. Anyone? Oh, Australia. Okay, so that is the other side of the world from me. Oh, Belgium, UK. Hello, welcome. Oh, it looks like the chat is disabled, and so these are coming up in the Q&A. We will fix that. But thank you for letting me know. It's great to see that we already have people from all over the world, though. Excellent. Hello. So why don't we get started? So hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Dasha, and I'm a customer success manager here at Gelato. Like I mentioned, I'm based in the US, and my focus is really on helping customers drive e-commerce growth in the production on demand space. I'm so excited to have you with us today to learn how to maximize your online sales. In the next half hour, we will hear from one of our Gelato experts about the importance of creating effective growth strategies for your e-commerce stores, which will attract visitors and drive conversion. But don't worry, we won't leave you hanging with just ideas. We'll also dedicate a part of the session to show you how to put these strategies into practice with some of the tools that Gelato has recently developed. As suggested by the title of today's webinar, we hope that you walk away with some tools, tactics, and a whole lot of energy to optimize your business. Before we jump in, just a little bit of housekeeping. Just want to let you know that this session is being recorded. Please feel free to use that chat function as soon as it's enabled for general comments, and then use the Q&A function for any questions that you have throughout the webinar, and we'll answer them at the end. We'll also be providing a recording of this webinar via email and also on gelato.com, so no need to take notes unless you want to. So before we get started, we'd love to learn a little bit about who's in the room today with us with a quick poll. So we're going to launch this first poll, and we would like to know, do you have a print-on-demand business? So feel free to check one of those. Give a few more seconds. Okay, excellent. So really interesting. I see here that 77% of you already do have a print-on-demand business, and 23% of you don't yet, and you are probably just getting started. So that's super exciting. I think that this webinar will be really helpful for both groups. Okay, so here we can see a quick agenda of the topics that we're going to cover. Our main focus will be on how to increase sales through various strategies. We're going to look at this through the lens of average order value, or AOV, and cover its importance, strategies to increase AOV, and how to optimize your product portfolio accordingly. At the start of the session, I told you a little bit about me, and now without further ado, please help me welcome Valentina, who is joining us as an expert panelist from Madrid. Valentina is Gelato's category manager, and during the last few months, she has been working closely with the product team to design and release some very powerful tools to help you drive more traffic to your stores and reach higher conversion rates. Her professional experience spans a decade in the commercial space of marketing and business development in some of the world's most recognizable brands, such as Vodafone, Gucci, Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, and other luxury brands. Valentina, hi, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for hosting this webinar, Dasha. It's great to be here with you today.
Excellent, really exciting. So to kick off, Valentina, I'm wondering if you could please tell us, what is average order value and why is it so important? I understand that acquiring new customers is getting more and more expensive and less predictable these days. So how does a focus on AOV actually mitigate these risks?
So average order value is a crucial metric for business profitability. And what it does is it measures the average amount of money customers spend on a single order. Average order value also gives some valuable insights into customer behavior and can help business owners optimize strategies to increase revenue and improve customer satisfaction. So I just want to give you some key reasons why AOV, so average order value, is so important for business. So number one, as we mentioned, revenue growth. So by increasing average order value, businesses can increase their revenue without necessarily increase their customer base. This can be done by encouraging customers, in this case, let's say existing customer, to buy more by applying specific sales strategy. We will see more about this strategy in the next slides. Number 2 is improve customer retention. So customers who spend more in a single transaction are likely to be more loyal and engage with the brand. So when we encourage customers to spend more money on our brands, we're working into building stronger relationship and trust that are last longer. Number 3 is better marketing ROI, so return on investment. Average order value helps businesses understand the lifetime value of a customer, which is called CLV in commercial terms, which is a key metric for calculating the return on investment of our marketing efforts, so the money we spend on marketing campaigns. By focusing on increasing AOV, average order value, again, businesses can optimize their marketing strategy to attract high-value customers, which at the end of the day is what we want, right? Customer that are high value and that spends more on our store. So let's have a look at the formula, the average order value formula, which is quite simple, and it is calculated simply by dividing the total revenue earned by the number of orders. So for example, if a business earns $10,000 in revenue, coming from 500 orders in a given period of time, the average order value would be calculated as $10,000 divided by 500, so 20. This means that on average, each order from this business was worth $20. So it is clear that by increasing the average order value while keeping the number of orders constant will help us achieve a higher revenue overall. It is also true that if we manage to lift the average order value up without increasing our costs proportionally, we can also have a positive impact on our margins. So there is a double effect, increase in revenue, but also increase in margin if we can increase the value of the order without increasing the cost proportionally. So this is the main concept and formula behind.
Excellent, excellent. And so it seems clear that tracking the performance of a business and pushing towards a higher AOV means higher profitability. What are some ways that a business can reach a higher AOV?
So there are several tips and tricks to understand our customers' behavior and how to maximize revenue per order. Most of them are strictly connected to sales and marketing strategies. And here in this slide, you can see a few that can be applied straight away to our sales funnel. So first of all, I'm sure you have been listening a lot about upselling and cross-selling strategies. So basically here it means offer customers complementary or upgraded products during the checkout process. So this strategy can encourage customers to add more items to their cart, those increasing at the end of the day the overall value of the order they will be placing. Number 2 is minimum order value for free shipping. So it means offering free shipping for orders that meet a minimum value threshold. So this strategy can motivate our customer to add more items to their cart so that they can qualify for the free shipping, which is always something very appealing for customer, only paying for the product and not for additional fee, for example, the delivery, right? The third one is very similar. So loyalty programs, it is basically another way to offer something for free. In this case, it's not free shipping, but any kind of gift or discount to incentivize customer to spend more money. So a discount is a typical example, but also like free smaller products when customer reach a certain spending threshold. So similar logic here. Number 4 is limited time offer. This is also very interesting. It's basically like creating limited time offers such as a discount or again a free gift with the purchase to encourage customer to make a purchase on a specific time frame. So when we really want to see an increase in average order value, for example, on a specific let's say week or period of time. This strategy, what does the strategy do is basically creating a sense of urgency for the customer that will not want to miss an opportunity for a discount or a free or a free gift. And this also improve the average order value on a specific time. Number 5 is product recommendations. By saying product recommendation, we mean recommendations that are personalized based on previous customer purchases, so their behavior. So we track the behavior of the customer, we understand what they like, and we try to encourage them to add more items of those type to their cart. The last one is very important, especially because there is good news that I would like to share with you. Is bundle products. So what does selling in bundle means? It means creating packages of product that complement each other and offer them and offer those products at a discounted price. So this strategy will encourage customers to purchase more items in one single transaction, thereby increasing again the average order value. So for example, if you're selling wallet as a category, you may want to offer a selection of 3 posters with different designs, for example, in one listing, that will look great together on a gallery wall. So you can also leverage on the previews you want to give to customer to incentivize them to purchase the 3 of them because they look so nice on that wall. Good news is that Gelato just launched quantity discounts for this precise purpose. So you will get 5% off the product value on orders with 2 units of the same product, and 10% off the product value on orders with 3 or more units of the same product. This is a very interesting discount for you that is already active on our web, already live, so you can start saving today and mirroring the same discount on your store, so you can take the most out of this. By implementing this strategy, businesses can expect overall, as we said, an increase in the average order value and generate more revenue from each of their customers' transaction.
Valentina, these are fantastic tips. I am super excited to hear about this multi-item discount as well. It'll definitely be a great tool to be able to offer customers bundles. So I'm also curious to hear from our audience one more time. I'm curious to know what strategies you are all currently using to increase your AOV. So we're going to launch a quick poll just so we can take a look at that. And feel free to check any of those boxes that apply to you. I think you might I'm not sure if you can pick more than one, but and then also just want to take this time to remind you to pop any questions that you have for us in the Q&A, and we will answer those at the end of the session. I see a few coming in already. Okay, so I have the results. The results are in, and it is quite varying. This is really interesting to see, actually. So it looks like most of you, at 58%, are already practicing limited time offer. And this is closely followed in a tie by product recommendations and minimum order value for free shipping. Excellent. And then after that, we have upselling and cross-selling. We will discuss this a bit more. So definitely important to consider upselling and cross-selling if you are not already. And then lastly, we have loyalty programs and bundle products. And I'm sure with the multi item discount, we would see the bundled products grow a little bit. So excellent. Thank you so much for participating in that. Valentina, in your opinion, what is the key to really leverage and succeed with these strategies that you mentioned?
So thank you, Dasha, for the question, because this is really key to present some of the project that we are working we've been working in the past few months at Gelato. So the answer, we think, of your question is basically an optimized portfolio. So an optimized portfolio is key to success here. Optimizing the portfolio can be done in several ways. So to start, we should make sure that we offer to our customer a wide range of choices and an appealing overview of those. Essentially, we want to create a catalog with a wide range of options suitable for the different customer tastes that look stunning enough to make their choice to leave the cart impossible. So 2 things: 1, number of products, so wide enough choice, and then make them beautiful. So the previews of the images should actually convince customer not to leave the cart and buy our product ultimately. Let's have a look at some interesting statistics on the benefit of having an optimized portfolio. One is that according to a study by Accenture, 61% of customers are more likely to buy from a retailer that offers a wide range of products. So 61% is quite an interesting and significant number. Second one is a study by Nielsen that found that the businesses with a diverse range of product have an average of 25% higher revenue compared to those with a limited range. And in fact, at Gelato, we see that merchants with 10 to 50 products have an average of 7.5 higher revenue compared to merchants with less than 10. So this is, again, very powerful data point. And lastly, according to a study by Shopify, using high-quality images and product mockups can increase conversion by up to 40%. So this is linked to the other parts, so the world-class previews that we want to use to improve conversion rates in our store. So product expansion and world-class mockups could really be game changers in this respect.
Thank you. And what are some ways in which merchants can easily expand products to build out these robust catalogs?
So one is, of course, creating more design, right? So if I'm a creator, the more designs I create, the more product I can create with those designs. But then there is another one, which is adding one single design to many products instead of just using one or a couple, right? So obviously, we always suggest to get creative and to build a good variety of design that reflect our brand in the best way. But that takes time, inspiration, and many other things. So a good solution to expand a portfolio easily is adding the same design or the same, let's say, set of design. Of course, maybe one is not enough to build your store, but to use the same set of designs to several products so that customers can pick their favorite item. An example could be a piece of art that looks great on a frame poster, for example. The same design could look fantastic on different products, for example, canvas from the same category, or even on different categories, for example, a mug or a t-shirt. So this way, we basically let the customer choose what better fits their need and also to add more versus what they intended to do at the beginning, right? So probably within the same category, they would pick one or the other. But then if we also expand into more category, the result can be that they add more to their cart.
So it sounds that with product expansion, merchants are able to give customers more opportunities to spend their money. Every now and then, as a CSM, I come across merchants that are a bit resistant to this strategy as they have main products that are their best sellers. And they aren't sure that they want to add more options. Do you have any insights on this?
Of course, you may already have like a bestseller in your store, and in this case, the opportunity is to sell even more of that product through marketing and store optimization. But here we need to think about broadening the portfolio as an opportunity to attract much more traffic to our store as well, and maybe sell more of that product through that strategy. So let's make an example here. So if I sell posters with designs of dogs, for example, most likely I will attract people that are looking for posters, design, dogs, wallet as keywords, no? And they will land on my page. But what if I can attract a customer that is looking for a mug on a dog with a dog on it? So with an optimized portfolio, that customer will mostly likely end up on my website, find the mug they were looking for, and accidentally see the beautiful poster, which is in this case my top selling product. So that customer at the end of the day might end up buying the mug that she wanted, switch to the poster that is my best seller, or even better, buying both. So all of a sudden I become one-stop shop, and I discourage customer from finding what they are looking for somewhere else.
Amazing. That makes a lot of sense. Now, product expansion, as we know, can be quite time consuming, but I know that Gelato is working on a product expansion tool to make adding products faster and easier. Valentina, are you able to tell us a little bit more about this?
Of course I can. So let me show you what Gelato is doing to support creators in this respect. So let's start from product creation. Product creation is a tool that allows you to all our customers to easily upload beautiful design and create more products with a design at a time, thus saving time while helping the merchant to grow the store. As we mentioned earlier, more products means more options for your customer to choose from. We see that on average, successful stores have at least 40 products to drive traffic to their store. So more product means higher discoverability in the search phase, and to make customers stay on the catalog and convert. So in this case, when I say that more products filling in your store page can help convey a sense of fullness. So they basically, the customer spends more time on the page to select the product they would like to purchase, and these convey a sense of wide range that we talked about at the beginning.
Excellent.
Welcome to this tutorial on how to use the product creation feature. This allows you to quickly and easily create multiple products from a single design. Let's jump right in. In the dashboard, you're going to click on the Create Product button in the top right corner, and then click Upload Design. Drag and drop your file in here. And the whole point of this tool is to really speed up the creation process for multiple products. So go ahead and select all of the products that you'd like to add this design to. I'm going to select a framed poster, a t-shirt, and a mug. So during the product selection process, you can edit how the design appears on each of the individual products. Because the designs are automatically placed, you may want to make a few adjustments to make sure that they're perfect for each of those products. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to press Edit and then adjust the design to your liking. For me, I'd like to adjust the design on my mug, so I'm going to go ahead and make some tweaks there. And then at this stage, you can also select which variants you'd like to add for each of the products. So for example, I've selected the colored mug and I'd like to add it in the color yellow, green, and blue. So I simply select them from the menu and then my design is automatically applied to each of those different variants. I'd also like to offer my frame poster with different frame options and sizes. So I can go ahead and select each of those options. And then let's save and move on to select our mockups. I'd like this one for my poster, this for the t-shirt, and one for the mug as well. And then the next step is to create the product description. Before this video, I've created all of my product descriptions, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead and copy and paste those into each of the descriptions. And then we select the prices for each of the products. So here you can either select your profit margin or markup. I'm going to select profit margin for each of the products. And now we can review all of the details of the newly created products. Make sure you go ahead and make sure everything looks okay. And then you can go ahead and publish. And that's it. Thanks for watching our tutorial on how to use the product creation flow. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Happy creating.
Okay, that was amazing. Valentina, but I'm wondering, what if I already have a product that I want to expand into new categories? Do I need to go through this flow with that product and basically start all over again?
No need. So once you already have some products connected to your store, you can use our product expansion tool to apply the same design that is already on a product connected to your store to more products and categories. So the process itself is very similar to product creation that you just saw in the video. The only difference is that the very first part, so you can find, in this case, the expand product button in each of your product page on your Gelato store. So of course, we are talking about an existing product already. So you want to go to that specific product, you want to expand the design to other products, and there you will find the button to start the process and to create many more products with the best-selling design.
Got it. Thank you for answering that. So now I want to switch topics a little bit, and I'd like to talk about some of those stunning mockups that you had previously mentioned. You said that high-quality images and product mockups can increase conversion rates by up to 40%. And I've heard that 93% of customers actually consider visual appearance in their purchase decisions. This must mean that the appearance of each product is crucial for a business. What are or where can merchants find some good mockups?
So there are many ways to implement to improve the mockups appearance. Of course, merchants can create their own images. They can search on different external platforms to find images. But as we speak, Gelato is adding more and more premium mockups to our library to help you improve the quality of the mockups you use, but also at the same time developing a tool that allows you to create unique and customizable mockup. The tool is called Mockup Studio. Right now it is available only for wall art, but we are working to expand to make the tool available also for other category as well. So let's immediately jump into the video to show you how it works.
Welcome to this tutorial on how to use the Mockup Studio. Today, we're going to cover how to create a mockup template, how to apply your own personal elements like branding, and how to save it to products in your store. Let's get started. Go ahead and open the Mockup Studio. First, we'll set the dimensions for our file size. Here you can find some standard options such as the suggested dimensions for a Shopify or Etsy listing, but you can also set custom sizes. For example, if you'd like to create mockups for some Instagram stories. But today, let's stick with the standard options, a square size. Now, you'll need to select a scene for your mockup. You can zoom in or move around the scene by just double-clicking on it. So here, I'm going to adjust it to make the scene a little bit bigger so that there's more focus on my poster design. Next, select your poster size. This is just a placeholder, but I'm going to set mine to 50 by 70 as most of my poster designs are already offered in this size. Because it's a placeholder, it'll be resized accordingly when you have posters with multiple sizes offered. So don't worry if you offer posters in different sizes. Now it's time to customize our template. I'd like to brand mine, so I'm going to upload my logo and add it to the bottom right corner. But here you could also add other elements such as watermarks. The world is your oyster when it comes to how you want to customize your templates. Let's see how this mockup would look with my products by going into the preview mode. I can download the mockups at this stage, which is perfect for using in marketing materials, or I can save the mockup as a template and later apply it to the products within my store. To do this, we will save the template and then head over to our store and select the product that I would like to add the mockup to and go ahead and save. And that's it. Now you've created a customized mockup that you can use to showcase your wall art products. Thanks for watching this tutorial on how to use the Mockup Studio. We hope that you found it helpful, but feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments below. Happy creating!
Okay, excellent. So thank you, Valentina. This has all been very informative. Being mindful of time, now that I've asked my questions to you throughout the session, let's see what others are asking. So please pop them in the Q&A now if you haven't already. I have been monitoring and see that our team has been very quick to answer many questions. I see around 25 questions actually, so thank you, team. But we have a couple here that I'd like to also mention. So Valentina, Alex Brooks says, your product is great and I love using it. One of the difficulties I've had with AOV is the impact of delivery rate. I'm selling globally and the delivery rates vary depending on where I send my products. Does Gelato have a plan to enable more granular pricing structure to address the differences with delivery rates? We don't have to have an answer right now. He's just curious. And the reason he's asking is because he is offering free shipping as one of his strategies.
Okay, that is very interesting to understand that many customers are using free shipping as a strategy. We are now also working in parallel with this feature that are aiming at creating more products at a time and improve the quality of mockups. We're also working on a set of tools to improve the pricing strategy that you can see built within Gelato. So it is a way to help you in the process of setting prices, margins, markups. So I recommend, if you haven't done so, to spend some time on the tool, on the Price Navigator tool, and come back with a specific question if you cannot find the answer to your question on how to optimize for specific reason. In general, the recommendation that I feel like giving you is always try to build in the cost you bear for shipping within the products. So make sure that you take as a reference the country where for you it is most expensive to ship the product to, so you are covered from the product part, and then you can offer free shipping without incurring in risk of being of spending more than what you get from your customer overall. But in case you have specific question after having a closer look at Price Navigator, feel free to reach out to the customer success management team. I'm sure they will be happy to support you on that.
Excellent. Thank you, Valentina. Another question from Jack Norson is, can AOV strategies be used for non-physical products and also services?
Well, of course, I think average order value tactics, or better saying, tactics to increase average order value can be applied to any kind of product, physical product, digital product. It is just a way for you to try to push the customer a little bit to create this sense of scarcity, urgency. It doesn't have to be a physical product. You may be offering a service or tickets for specific event. You just need to be creative and find ways to add this kind of incentive for customer that can be free shipping in case there is a physical product. You need to ship the product to the customer, but also try to imagine to add a small gift. For example, if we're talking about software, like try to find add-ons that are not expensive for you to give away, or maybe limit the time they can use these add-ons. And you can also have a double advantage. One, you make your customer happy and you push the customer to purchase the product now. But then you may also find ways to make the customer test and try new products that you are starting selling, right? And you want to test and you want to get their feedback. So giving away something is also a way to test new products you're not very sure how the customer will react to. So definitely no need for the product to be physical.
Thank you. So I'm mindful that we're up on time. Ivan had a question saying, does Gelato offer a service of store reviewing in order to receive advice, like a mentoring, also reviewing the Etsy store? This leads well into our next slide, where I'd like to remind you all that we do have a robust customer resources section on gelato.com. We will post this webinar recording under the Gelato Academy, where you can also view other previous webinars, and make sure to explore our blog and customer success stories for inspiration, tips, and tricks. You'll be able to use a lot of that as you are building out your own store. And then, of course, CSMs are here along with customer support to help along the sidelines. And we are also happy to review your store and give you some tips and tricks that are based in some of the strategies that we talked about today. So we will make sure to answer the other questions after the webinar. I see that our team is still answering some of them. But yeah, I would like to remind you that we also have a webinar on May 25th to learn more about social media analytics and leveraging data in your marketing plans. And finally, that brings us to the end of today's webinar. I'd like to thank Valentina one more time for sharing her expertise with us today. And thank you to all of you who joined. It was excellent to see you being so interactive in our Q&A, really energizing for us. We hope that you've enjoyed it and feel as excited as we do to go out there and start maximizing your online sales. Before we log off, please feel free to give our Instagram a follow. You can do that with this QR code, and you'll be able to keep up to date with all things Gelato. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you, everyone.